It's my pawb Sadachi. Hello everyone, how are we all? Pardon me, I'm back with another kit which I've had sitting on my shelf for goodness knows how long. Definitely since before Christmas, could even be since September. I really couldn't say how long I've had it. So this is the Handmade and Heartfelt kit. Oh sorry, the light's shining on it. It's getting to that time of day where it's getting ever darker outside. Now this is a kit for 10 cards, 5 different designs, 2 of each, and also this box to keep it in. I'm sure it's got a proper name, but I can't think what it is. So I'll show you what's inside the kit, and then I shall go off and do the prepping and stuff, because it's a stamping one. So as you can see, I haven't really looked into this. Well, I've sort of looked into it once and then forgot about it. Well, not forgot about it, but just literally left it on the shelf. Okay, so we get some sticky dots. We get some lovely faceted blue thingamies and some lovely gold glittery ones. And of course, as it's a stamping one, you get a D block, another one to add to my collection. A couple of sheets of circle die cuts. Yeah, you can just about make those out. Some circle die cuts there. Stamp set which says "Hello Sunshine, happy birthday, thanks so much, thinking of you and wishing you the best." And then there's also a small to and a from, which you can use somewhere, I would imagine. The envelopes, they're nice. They've all come with a proper little address bit. They're all plain inside, but they're this nice, I don't know how to describe it. It's sort of linen look. It's not textured at all, it's flat, but that's nice. And a sheet of large dimensionals, a Stampin spot in Secret C, but of course I will be using my large one, which was just over here. I'm sure it was yesterday. Anyway, I'll find it by the time I need to use it, because you know I don't like those. A small sheet of these die cuts. These are arrow shaped, so it's shaped like that, and that one's just got a flat edge here and then a crinkly edge there. And some very nice twine. Okay, what have we got now? Here's some of the card bases. I don't know if it's all of them. 2, 3, 4. No, it looks like it's 4 of them. I don't know why they do this. They tend to put 1 or 2 together and then the others are separate. So this is one of the designs with little birdies on. Then there's this one with rainbow, though not particularly rainbow colours. This one, which is obviously a landscape one because of the bunting. That's 2 of those. And then this, again, linen-y effect in this beigey colour, but it's darker than beige. And then some more die cuts for you to stamp your sentiments on, and then the other card base, which is this dark one, which I'd assume is Night of Navy or Misty Moonlight. Night of Navy. I think it doesn't really, well, on the screen that I'm looking at it doesn't look very blue, but believe me, it's blue. So we have some more die cuts, some of which are matting layers. I'm still struggling to pick things up. There we go. So this one obviously goes with the rainbow card. This one I haven't got a clue where it goes with, and it's lots of tiny, well, it's a sunburst, but they're all tiny little hearts. And then a tree and a circle frame thing. And then we've got some flowers and a couple of different types of seashell. That looks like it for the decoration. And then we have the box. So these bits are the inners, and this is the actual outer, which I will put together for you in a moment, but I'll put it down here first. And then most of the kits nowadays come with one of these, which I generally cut off the ones in the 2 languages that I don't need. And then you can stick that to the back or the front, it doesn't really matter which way around you put them, of your stamps. It helps if you do it so that it's facing out, so you can see at a glance what you've got, because sometimes it's a bit difficult to see exactly what they say. If you've got one of these stuck to it, you're fine. So I will put that in the recycling. Leave that at the bottom. All the other bits in until I'm ready to do those. Oh, come on. And don't forget the little bits there. I will put that in the recycling as well. And that can go over there. Right, so what I'm going to do is put the box together for you, and then I'm going to go off and prepare. I might not do all 5 of the cards, I might just do 3 of them, but I will prepare those and then come back to you, and obviously to you it will be but a trice. So this bit, you just need to fold this sticky white bit down and take off the backing if you can. Yes, there we go. So pull that off, pull the sides out and push that down so that it goes to the bottom. And then when it gets to the bottom, you can stick that bit to that, and then you've got the 2 bits at the side. I think I might need to use a pokey tool for this, because I can't quite get my fingers in under the backing tape. There we go, so that's that one. Stick that there, and then the other side. There, pull that up, lovely. So that's made the actual carcass. Now these bits slot in there, and this bit has got 2 bits that stick out there, and then there are corresponding holes here which will go like that. So what I will do with that is push those in like so. So that's in the middle, that's there. Okay, so now it's quite simple actually. Then all I have to do is try not to do that. Keep them so that they're nicely lined up. I will hold on to that, take the backing move that so you can see what I'm doing. Take the backing off there. And in actual fact, you can see there's a little groove. Well, that's where the fold was. So that sticks to there. And then I'll do the same at the other end. Stick that there. Okay, and then I just need to do these two little ones here, which I will fold back and just, yeah, you might find you need a pokey tool as well just to get that so that it's in the right place, and then that can go there. And then last one here. And then that goes there. So there you have it. Oh gosh, that's quite simple to make. A lovely little box for keeping the cards that you've made in. I've got, I can't remember what it's called. There was a previous kit with a box with a lid on it, which I keep most of my cards in, but I might start using this one instead, or maybe as well. So that's how to make the box that comes with this kit, which is called Handmade and Heartfelt. So I will now go off and prepare some of these cards. I think, as I said, I'll just do 3 of them and come back and show you the rest of those. This is still, as far as I'm aware, it's still on the website if you wanted to buy it. So obviously you can't buy from me anymore direct, because I've given up my online shop because I just wasn't getting the orders, and it's costing me £9 a month, and yeah, I wasn't getting £9 a month sales, so I decided to close it. But if enough people ask, I could always open it up again. But anyway, there we go, that's the box, and I will be back shortly, in the blink of an eye as far as you're concerned, with the other cards to show you what they look like. Right, so here I am back again. I've done all my prep work, bear with me, and I'm just going to put 3 of them together. So I've chosen this one, well, you'll see which ones I've chosen. Anyway, I've chosen this one, so I've done all the prep work, putting all the dimensionals on and whatnot, so that's going to take me a little bit of time just to take these off. So I've put them all over, and again I've used a mixture of large and small. In the instructions it tells you to put one on here, but because you get the large ones in the kit, it tells you to cut it in half. Well, I thought I'll just use a small one, a mini one. So I used a mixture of regular size and mini dimensionals for that. So I should have maybe taken a few of these off before I started, but never mind. We're here now. Once it goes on, it'll take seconds to put together. Oops, don't stick your thumb right on the sticky pads. Okie dokie. So in between me making the box and coming back now to show you this, I actually decided to go to A&E to see if I have done major damage to my finger, but thankfully it's just a sprain. But I get a 2 for 1 because of my arthritis, so yeah, it'll just take a while to heal. I just have to be a bit careful. Right, okay, so, and I was only there for about 2 hours, Okay, so now you have to line up this so that the gaps go over the nicely decorated bits. There we go. That was easy. And then this flower, make sure I get it the right way round. Yeah, well, I suppose it doesn't really matter which way round it goes. On the instructions, it says to put it this way round, so I will. So that just goes up there. And then I just need to put the Hello Sunshine banner on with the, I was going to call it string, but thread. Twine? Don't know, I don't think it's thick enough to be actually called twine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the central one off and just get the twine. Now I've got to make sure it goes the right way. So that's Hello Sunshine, goes that way, so I want it to go that way. So basically I use the central one to stick the twine / thread to. There we go. And then just take the backing off those two. Turn it over like that, and then, oh, that's just got caught in there. There we go. And that goes there. Lovely. Now on the instructions it tells you to put a sticky dot, you know, one of the flat ones, just under here to put that string on. But I think just adding another dimensional, you can just stick it on like that. And what have I forgotten to do before we started? What I quite often forget to do. Oh, where's my thing gone? Burnish the card. Let me see if I can do it this way. Yeah, I can just get it under that edge there then. Honestly, the years I've been doing this and I still forget to do simple things like that. So there we go. So that's the first card made, which is, that's really nice. And of course you can use whatever sentiment you like in here, as long as it fits. Obviously you have to make sure that it fits. Oh, and the one thing I have forgotten is the little glittery bits. So there's 3 required on here. And what does it say in here? Put it where you like, really. 1 there. And 1. I'm going to put 2 up here actually. There. That looks nice with the little embellishments on there. So that's the first one. And the second one is the happy birthday with the bunting. And again I'm going to need one of the pieces of thread. I've already cut 10 pieces to make all 10 cards. I thought I might as well do that all at once. And I'm using the box. I've got the box with my bits of twine / thread and my dimensionals and sticky dots in, just for the time being. So that's over there. So we'll just do this, so that's like that, and that's ready to go over there. Right, so this one, obviously that's how the card comes already printed. So again with this I used more than they suggested, because I like to make sure that it's not going to sort of dip in the middle or anything. And they're not hugely expensive. Oh no, I've done that one. I've done that one. There we go. Right, so this goes over here. I'm just going to bring it down a bit so I can see what I'm doing. Centre that. Lovely. And then I've got the happy birthday. And now this one, it tells you to put a sticky dot on here, about, it says about there, but I'm just going to work out where this is going to go. So that's going to go there. So probably around there I want a sticky dot. Where's my tweezers? I've put them away. That doesn't happen very often. Normally I just leave them lying about. Okay, so now I'm just going to have to remind myself where it's going to go. So if that goes about there, I reckon the sticky dot can go about there. So in this case I did use the instructions. Although that looks as though it's going to be quite long, I might make that a little bit shorter by just, yeah, doing it like that. Oh, I've got it stuck to my finger now. Okay, come on, come along. Yeah, a little bit shorter. So I stick those on there, and I'm just going to take the end off that and the end off that. So it's got slightly more definition to it, and then I'll put this on. Just bring that down a little bit. Put that there. Lovely. And then this uses the blue embellishments. So put one there. One there. Maybe one up there. Oh, one up there. Didn't want to stick for a minute. And I've done it again, haven't I? Not burnished my card. See if I can get it right for the last card. There we go. So that can go with the envelope. That's card number 2. Card number 3. Burnish the card before we start. Makes it a lot easier. So we've got that. Now this, when I was showing you what was in the kit, I didn't realise. I thought this was a page or a sheet of die cut circles. Well, it is, but this way round rather than the actual circles. But I'm keeping the bits that I've taken out because they'll probably come in handy for something else. So those will just sit neatly over there like that. So and again I put on a few more, well maybe 2 or 3 more dimensionals that they suggest, just to give it that extra bit of strength. Oh yeah, I thought I hadn't picked that one up. Okay, last one coming up, and just hover that over there. Lovely. And then again I need string, thread, twine, whatever you want to call it. Now does this one suggest me putting a, yes it does. So let's do, I might do this a little bit shorter again. Am I doing it off camera? Yes I am. You probably didn't see the last one. Okay, so it says to do it that sort of size, but I think I'm going to do it a little bit smaller. And then that can stick out there. Yeah, I like that. And then So that will go there somewhere, and if that's going there, that one I can actually stick onto the dimensional that I've got here, so I'll do that. So I'll just give it a twist, and I will stick that there. Yeah, super. So that will then go there, so this edge matches up with the edge of this matting layer. There we go. I'll just trim that little bit off. Come on, there we go. I'll just trim that little bit off. And just pull those, tweeze those apart a bit. There we go. Tweeze, tease those apart a bit. And then this one uses the gold embellishments. And it doesn't really matter where you put them, I suppose. Just looking to see where they are on the instructions, but come on. Oh, I don't want to be too hard with this because it's going to hurt my finger. Oh, it doesn't want to come off. Let's try one of the others. There we go. Let's put one there. Doesn't want to come off. Come along. Oh, come along. It just doesn't. Let's try a fresh bit of putty. If I can get that. There we go, just give it a minute for it to squeeze out. Right, let's try again. No, that one doesn't want to come. Let's try. There we go, that one wants to come. I'm going to put that one there. And I think I might put that one there. Just for the fun of it. There we go. So that's card number 3. So there's another 2 cards that you can make to make 5 different cards, 2 of each. But I've just done 3 for now. So we've got Happy Birthday, Thanks So Much, and Hello Sunshine. And as I said, you can mix and match the sentiments. You can use completely different sentiments if you want to put something different, or if you wanted to use that as a birthday one or whatever. You could, oh, you can't see that one. I think I've moved my camera. Yeah, I've moved my camera so everything's slightly... No, I'm not going to adjust it because I've nearly finished now. So anyway, there's 3 cards made from the kit called, because it was yesterday that I did the beginning part, I've already forgotten, Handmade and Heartfelt kit, which includes box, which I showed you earlier, and then, as I said, 5 different cards, 2 of each design, and you can then use those, you can keep those in the box. So that's me for now, and I will see you again shortly. Hwyl am y tro.